ladies and gentlemen, I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go back to the new European line and we're going to take a look at the Tier 5, the Swedish Tier 5, the Strv M42. I think this is okay. I think this tank's okay. It's not the best Tier 5, but it's a lot more enjoyable than the Tier 6. So let's start off with, it has no armor. It has next to no armor. I mean, 55 on your turret, 55 on your hull. It has the same throughout. So 30 on your side of the turret, 30 on your hull, 20 on the rear of the turret, 20 on the rear of the hull. So armor-wise, there is not much there at all. DPM 1364, so 1364. I'm just going to go and check another Tier 5. What's it like? So maybe it's kind of like a Chinu Kai. Let's have a look at the Chinu Kai. The DPM on this is 1300. Yes, 1364. So pretty much the same as the Chinu Kai. The same gun. Reload 704 on the Chinu. Let's go back to this tank. So 1364, and again it's, as I've said, 704 on the reload, so it's pretty much the same gun as the Chinu. Average penetration 110, not bad. On your AP, on your premium AP, it's 144 and just 38 on your HE. So at least you can't. I mean, it's got enough armor for you to not get HE'd by a lot of tanks. It does 160 alpha on your normal AP, 135 on your premium AP, and 200 on your HE. Aiming time is pretty high at 4.1, dispersion 0.369, not the greatest dispersion either, but here is what makes the tank. It has a whopping 15 degrees of gun depression. 15 degrees of gun depression. Now that is pretty much equal to the Emil. I'm not sure. I think the Emil has got almost the same. Let's have a look. So the Emil has 15 degrees as well, but the difference here that the Emil has 10 degrees of gun elevation. This thing has 25 degrees of gun elevation. So this is where the tank stands out. It's 25 degrees of gun elevation, 15 degrees of gun depression. Speed 45 going forward, 20 going back, which isn't bad, actually. It's not bad at all, especially going back. I mean, you need that speed going back with that gun depression. That can really, really help because you can poke the ridge, get your gun down so you don't have to actually get up on the ridge, and you go 20 kilometers going back, so you can back up really, really quick. Let's have a look, and that's basically it. Hull traverse 39.94, blah blah blah. So we're going to just show you a few battles in the tank and show you how it plays. So first battle, we're going to watch Cobra Steel, and he's up against Tier 6s, and he's going to have a great battle. Now, we only got 2 replays for you today. I did have 3, but I took out my own because it's not an ace replay, and if I would have added it, the video would have just been way too long. So we're going to show you 2 battles, and pretty much just so you can see what kind of XP is needed to ace the tank, because at the moment I can't ace this tank, and it's so far I've played Tier 5 to Tier 10. I've aced the Tier 6 onwards, and I just can't ace this tank. I still haven't played the Tier 1 to Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4. At the moment, I'm not sure what I want to do with them tanks. Do you guys want me to make an individual video for each of those, or would you just want me to put Tier 1 to Tier 4 in one video? Let me know in the comments below at what you want. I'm happy to do either. It just means I'll have to spend a little bit more time on each tier to get the footage. I mean, I have got some footage from, I think, for each tier actually, on replays. So, but of course I will be playing it as well. Hopefully I can get the ace. So just let me know what you want me to do. I can either do it as an individual, I mean a Tier 4 video, Tier 3 video, Tier 2, Tier 1, etc. Or just Tier 1 to 4 in one video. So Cobra, he's on Canal and he's pushed around the right side. Now the enemy team is all over the place. They are everywhere. They have a KV-1S there. They have an STRV to the right a bit. They have a Leopard down in the valley. They are all over the place. There's actually a KV-1 at the back in the TD spot. Literally, they are everywhere, and they don't know where they want to be. So that's good for his team. So far they're already 2 tanks up. So the enemy have got 2 tanks down. The KV-1S is a very low hit point, even lower now. There's also another very low hit point Leopard. And the STRV is also very low hit point. So Cobra can take out the KV-1S. He's also going to take out the Leopard who pokes forward, who's only on 8 HP. So he's now up to 3 kills. Does get a nasty shot there from the Hellcat, I believe, and almost loses half of his hit points. Now, as I've said, the armor isn't great. The armor is not great at all. But the gun depression is where you need to use this tank. And even though it's got no armor, I mean, even if you're using the gun depression at 15 degrees, you can still get shot on the turret. But you don't really play it for that. I mean, you play it as a kind of peekaboo tank, but with the gun depression. So upper ridge, you use it as a, like he's kind of doing here now, but he needs to be a bit further back. So he's lost almost all of his hit points. There's still 2 tanks left. He's got 4 kills. There's still a Hellcat and a KV-1 left. And he knows where they both are because one of the enemy team said that the KV-1 is in the TD spot. And we know that the Hellcat was up here because he got a nasty shot from him. So he doesn't want to get spotted first, especially if the tanks are rushing around here. He needs to get the spot. And he is going to get down in this and start using the ridgeline. So far none of the tanks are spotted, and now the KV-1 is, and this is where the tank comes at its best. So take a shot, back up, and there is no chance now this KV-1S can get him. And again, poke up and just look how good that gun depression is. Back down, and there is no chance he is getting shot. And I mean, just look at that. Amazing. 15 degrees of gun depression in tier 5 at that. So he's on 1500 damage, 4 kills. The KV-1 is very low hit points, so he's going to try and get a shot. Can't quite get the shot in. He does miss, but now the KV-1S is in the open. It is a 3 versus 2, so he does need to be very, very careful and not get shot, because they could still lose this game. Easily, they could still lose the game. Gets a nice shot there on the KV-1, putting him down to a 1-shot. But now here comes the Hellcat. He needs to be very careful not to be shot from the Hellcat. He gets the first shot. The KV-1 is gone. And now he is going to get the troll bounce that he absolutely needed. Gets another shot there on the Hellcat. And I don't know why the Hellcat stopped. He should have kept going. Yes, he did get shot. But if he'd have kept going, he could have took out Cobra. But he didn't. Cobra makes the most of it, and he finishes on 5 kills. 2,199 damage. 5 kills, he gets the Radley, Top Gun, High Caliber, he gets the lot. Now, next battle is, we are watching Jack, and this battle actually made me giggle towards the end. And it made me giggle because I can so relate to what happens. And everyone's done it. Every single person I know has definitely done it. But we're going to wait until the end to find out what I am actually talking about. So, first up, they all come this side except for a heavy tank, the only heavy tank, and a TD. They have gone to the right side, and they've spotted the enemy's 2 heavy tanks. So, Jack now is going to start pushing forward. He's still not going to be very aggressive because there's still a lot of medium tanks that are not spotted, and a TD. So now the STRV is spotted. He's going to try and get a shot there. He's going to wait. He does get a nice shot into the side of him. He is spotted now, though, but there's only 1 tank spotted. So he does need to be careful because there's 6 tanks out there somewhere. And he could actually get obliterated if he just pokes out too far, and they can all shoot him at the same time. So him and his teammate are going to start pushing toward the left, and now we can see most of the enemy tanks are getting spotted. So the Lago takes out the Hetzer. Jack takes out the STRV, so they're bringing it down to 6 on 6. He is spotted, so he does need to be very careful, but he's just using that gun depression up this ridge. The Wolverine is there. He does get a shot in, unfortunately misses. So at the moment he's only on 177 damage. He's now going to get a side shot into the Wolverine, and now the enemy team are pushing. They're doing the right thing. They are pushing, and they are all trying to focus one tank, which is the BDR. So unlucky for the BDR, there is a T-34 up there as well, and there was also a Stug that has been taken out. So now it's a 5-on-5. That poor T1 Heavy is going to get wrecked. Jack and his platoon mate are going to focus fire him, and as you can see, focus fire is the best. Always, if you're in a platoon, not even just in a platoon, just focus fire. Focus fire is the best thing that you can do. It just doubles, it gets rid of the tank double as quick, and it's tanks, especially when they're tanks that are not looking at you. So they was focus firing a T1 Heavy that wasn't looking. So they're both doing damage really, really quickly. They can take out a tank really, really quickly without losing any hit points, which is what you need to do. Save your hit points because you might need them later on in the battle. So now it's a 3-on-4. Their last remaining tank on the team is losing hit points. They are getting rushed by 3 tanks. And now he is going to get taken out. So now these two need to work as a proper platoon. They need to work really well together. Unfortunately, his platoon missed that shot. He does get the shot. And now they are all pushing around. So Jack backs up, which is the right thing to do. And now, again, he's just going to use this ridge. So his platoon mate, he's going to get rushed, and he's in a bit of a sticky situation. Lovely shot on the M4 there. He didn't even mean to hit the M4. He meant to hit the T14, but that does push the M4 down to a 1-shot. Now, this is what made me funny. So there's 3 tanks here. 2 of them are a 1-shot. Now 3 of them are a 1-shot. So if he can stay here, he can easily win this game. So the M4's pushing, and none of them seem to be pushing. They're all waiting, and in the end, the T14's like, geez, I'll push, and I'm going to get wrecked. And Jack takes him out. So 3 kills, 2,000 damage. Jack is now going to push forward. He's going to take out the STRV, and game over. Oh, wait. No, it's not. There is still another tank. How many of you guys have done that? Where you think the battle is over, and then we wait, what? I just thought that was so hilarious, because I've done that so many times. Think the game is over, and there is still a tank left. I just thought that was funny. It made me chuckle, but it doesn't matter anyway. He is going to take out the Wolverine, and he's just going to get an extra kill. So instead of a 1 versus 3 that he thought it was, he actually won a 1 versus 4. So very well played, Jack. So that is the STRV M42. Quite an enjoyable tank. Not the greatest. Probably won't play it after I've aced it, but while I'm acing it, trying to ace in it, I'm still having a little bit of fun. So I'm Meadsy69, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.